Today is January 14, 2015, and I have a clip from the local news where they tell us that Apple will be in development of a new TV that can watch your hand gestures and then respond. I'm going to explain this very simply. A TV that can respond to your hand gestures is a TV that is watching you. In the future that we are already living in, you do not watch TV. The TV watches you. And as I showed in a recent video, USA Today admits that all smart appliances will be watching you. They admitted it. CNN Money came out with a story some years back. The title was, "Is your TV watching you?" And the answer is yes. These TVs are watching you, and there's a parallel to this. In the story 1984, there were what were called telescreens, and the telescreen was everywhere. They were in everyone's houses, and on the telescreen at any time, a government official could come on and tell you what to do, and you had to do it. And if you didn't do it, the thought police would come, throw a black hood over your head, and drag you off into the middle of the night and disappear you from the record. That's what happens in the story. These TVs are the telescreens. So I have a quote from the book. It's on the very first page of chapter 1, and this is the introduction of the telescreens. Inside the flat, a fruity voice was reading out a list of figures which has something to do with the production of pig iron. The voice came from an oblong metal plaque like a dulled mirror, which formed part of the surface of the right-hand wall. Winston turned a switch and the voice sank somewhat, though the words were still distinguishable. The instrument, the telescreen it was called, could be dimmed, but there was no way of shutting it off completely. And they go on to allude in the story that at all times you are being watched by the telescreen. However, it is not known whether or not a person is watching you through your telescreen, but at any time they can come on to your channel and watch you. That is the society we are about to go into, and Apple is a big part of it, so you should stop buying Apple products because they are trying to bring in 1984, which was just like their commercial that they put out in 1984. Go search for it on YouTube, Apple commercial 1984, and it should disturb you. So here's the clip.
Hey, remember the gesture-controlled computer screens in the sci-fi thriller Minority Report? Well, something like this could soon become a reality. Apple has been granted a patent for a 3D gesture control system. It uses a camera to track your hand movements, which could eventually control a TV. The technology could also be applied to the iPad or Mac computer.